the fact that I was basically like losing lots of weight, getting really skinny, and all I saw was someone fat. And it was so interesting to me, like two revelations that came from that. One is that if it's so uncomfortable, right? For me, it's really embarrassing to admit to myself that I was weak enough to have a mental health condition that bad that I would psychologically throw up when there was nothing biologically wrong with me. That's really awkward to admit to yourself. It's also far more terrifying to admit it publicly once you've uncovered it. And it kind of made me reflect on the fact that sometimes like these things are actually just so painfully embarrassing about your personal life that you can even bury it to yourself.
And did you ever understand why you were bulimic? Was there, because it's a psychological like comorbidity, so what was the cause per se?
It's really hard to say what the cause was because I got it after I'd lost weight. So, you know, by the time I was sort of 21 or whatever, I was in perfectly reasonable shape. But I got it at like 23. And actually there was a result of it. The only time I was ever hospitalized, it's a really random but hilarious story in its own way. Because I'd been throwing up, I'd been basically like hurting the inside of my throat, right? And I was at a festival one time and I had a coughing fit in Hackney. And I had a coughing fit at the hospital and I coughed a hole in my throat. Literally. It's called pneumomediastinum. It's a very unique thing to happen, apparently. And fortunately, it was close enough to the Royal London Hospital to go in there and show them, right? And basically what happened to me was my head started to grow.